Morph. Morph is an upcoming skin that reimagines Pursuer as a chaotic fusion of old-school morphs from the golden era of 2010 to 2012 roleplay games. Its body constantly shifts and glitches, like dozens of nostalgic avatars fighting for control inside one unstable shell. When Morph executes a survivor, their limbs twist and reshape into random morph parts, a haunting tribute to the early days of Roblox's morph madness. It's not just a skin. It's a time capsule of every forgotten character you ever became. Primal, also known by its ancient name Zagaris, transforms Pursuer into a feral, prehistoric beast. Its jaw is lined with saber-toothed fangs, its body covered in deep claw marks and layers of matted fur. The signature sword is replaced with a jagged bone carved from the remains of its victims. Primal's design tells a story of evolution reversed, when the hunter sheds all trace of humanity. A redesign of Zagaris is currently in development, promising an even wilder rebirth. Minecraft. Suggested by Mr. Brain Matter Real, this skin turns Pursuer into a perfect cube-for-cube replica of itself in the world of Minecraft. Everything, from its sword to its armor, becomes pixelated and blocky, complete with stiff, low frame rate movements. Its price is exactly equal to the number of blocks currently in Minecraft, a clever in-joke for players who understand the game's massive scale. Retro, cursed, and oddly charming. PS1. Created by oiltrolge_gamin, PS1 Pursuer strips away all smooth textures, turning Pursuer into a low-poly polygonal nightmare straight out of the late 90s. The environment feels warped, the sound effects crushed into bit-crushed static. Even its sword emits that eerie, low-quality hum familiar to the PlayStation 1 era. Its nostalgia twisted into something uncanny. Nobody transforms Pursuer into a disturbingly thin, pale creature with a spiked spine and long green claws. Its weapon, once a sword, is now a crude wooden stake, a relic of primal survival. Landing a cleave attack drives the stake deep into the victim's torso before it disappears as the cooldown resets. Inspired by the Rake, the classic creepypasta monster, nobody captures the same eerie feeling of being watched while you sleep. Originally suggested as a killer, it became one of the few skins to be both considered and accepted, a rare feat in Pursuer's history. Pursued. Pursued is a joke or what-if skin that depicts Pursuer after being hunted itself. Its body transforms into a dark, twisted version of the cleave sword, with its own head embedded in the blade, dripping with blood from both ends. The rest of its form is warped into a blade-like shape, as if it became the very weapon it once wielded. Known within the community as Cleave Sewer, this skin is often referred to as the most cursed Pursuer design ever conceived. Corrosive. Corrosive is an upcoming addition to the Radioactive series, transforming Pursuer into a monstrous nuclear-infused abomination. It wears a tattered yellow hood, with a radioactive hazard sign carved into its face and eyes crudely scratched out. Its upper torso and shoulders ooze with glowing green waste, while pipes run from a leaking barrel fused into its back, pumping radioactive sludge directly into its veins. Once a normal hunter, Corrosive fell into a vat of nuclear waste during a pursuit at a power plant, mutating beyond recognition. Now they roam the world in search of fresh meat and uranium. Corrosive is confirmed to be transmasc and uses any/all pronouns. Doomware. Doomware is an upcoming skin for Adware that transforms him into a futuristic mecha, seemingly piloted by a mischievous bacon-haired user. Twin laser cannons are mounted to his arms, and antennas extend from his monitor head, which now displays the setup of the controller's interface. His outfit includes a Void Star shirt, a clever nod to Terminator and Death Star. This makes Doomware the first skin in the series to react to the player's identity. The skin's lore ties to the fall of Die of Death, referencing its takedown date on May 7, 2025, depending on time zone. It's also believed to parody script kiddies, chaotic coders who manipulate games without truly understanding them. Its theme, Grunkalous, takes inspiration from a viral comment about Artful's Swapful soundtrack. Die of Death composers make the best song you've ever heard in your life, only to call it Grunkalous. Doomware is both a love letter and a satire of digital chaos, a mechanical relic of internet culture gone rogue. Hello, Adware. is an upcoming crossover skin that turns Badware into a hauntingly cheerful character inspired by the Hello John Doe mod, a Friday night funkin' creation rooted in Roblox myths and creepypastas. In this version, both Badware and his monitors will constantly track the player's gaze no matter where the camera moves, mimicking the unsettling stare of John Doe himself. It's playful, eerie, and perfectly captures that uncanny mixture of nostalgia and horror unique to early Roblox legends. Echoware. Echoware is an upcoming skin based on the song Echo by Crusher P, transforming Badware into a digital embodiment of the song's themes: identity, noise, and emotional distortion. This version replaces Badware's cold technological presence with something more melancholic and musical. His design visually echoes the character from the song, blending rhythm and malfunction into one sentient glitch. Thinkware. Thinkware is a parody skin that converts Badware into Baldi's You Can Think Pad trademark, YCTP. His face screen now resembles the cheerful pad from Baldi's Basics, and his intro quote changes to, "Oh jeepers, you found me." The line references Null, the hidden antagonist of Baldi's Basics Classic Remastered, making Thinkware both a nostalgic throwback and a tongue-in-cheek homage to the 2010s edutainment horror. Ransomware. Ransomware is a menacing, crimson-red redesign of Badware based on the infamous WannaCry virus. His frame is sleeker, with rounded corners and smooth surfaces. On his torso, a chained file icon is locked tightly in the center, surrounded by keys, timers, and broken cables. The PC becomes a floating monitor connected to the file by dangling wires, pulsing with digital energy. The time shown on his body, 2:30, may reference the countdown associated with ransomware attacks. Within the lore, ransomware is the second adopted child of Loveware and Devilware, part of the malware family tree that defines Badware's strange digital universe. Adware. Adware is a chaotic holographic skin made entirely of pop-up windows and flashing scam advertisements. Its arms and legs are wrapped with bright blue energy coils, while its head constantly flickers with banner ads and fake prize notifications. Its intro text reads, "Congratulations, you've won." Adware literally speaks in spam messages and fake offers. It's employed by Cookieware, spreading intrusive ads across the digital realm. Visually, Adware is transparent and glitchy, resembling a living hologram of the internet's most annoying creations, a perfect personification of malware that won't stop talking. Paintware. Paintware is a colorful, chaotic, artist-themed skin inspired by P.A.I.Entier from the Roblox game Pressure. Its monitor displays an MS Paint window, complete with crudely drawn UI buttons. A brown beret rests on top of its screen, and a rainbow paint palette decorates its torso. The apron it wears is splattered with virtual paint and marked with the MS Paint 2009 logo. Paintware refuses to use anything but MS Paint, proudly embracing its simplicity and nostalgia. Muffinbot. Muffinbot is a dark, inverted variant of Cookieware's companion Doughbot. In this version, roles are reversed. Cookieware now acts as the PC while Doughbot becomes the mechanical assistant, and the lower cloth is swapped for a green chef's apron. Muffinbot feels like a mirrored reality, the same sweet aesthetic twisted into something more mechanical, distant, and eerily polite. Necromancer. Necromancer is an upcoming community-created skin for Artful, transforming him into a powerful master of the undead. Cloaked in a tattered purple wizard robe and wide-brimmed hat, Artful now carries a staff pulsing with necrotic energy, replacing his usual wand. A worn satchel of skulls hangs behind him, trophies or fuel for his dark arts. His skin turns sickly green, signifying his own zombified rebirth. Both his wall and music box are completely overhauled. The wall becomes a mass of clawing zombies, while the music box takes the form of a glass jar containing a living, whispering zombie head. Necromancer was the first community skin for Artful ever to be officially accepted. A fan-made theme titled Necromancer UST by Mango Churros serves as its unofficial soundtrack. MS. MS is an upcoming skin that reimagines Artful as a living MS Paint drawing. His entire body, along with his wall and music box, is rendered in a crude, pixelated 2D art style, but still exists in a 3D space, creating a bizarre paper diorama effect. Everything about MS feels intentionally simple yet surreal, like a doodle come to life. Within the lore, MS and Sketchful are best friends, symbolizing the bond between digital and traditional creativity. Travelful. Travelful is a potential upcoming skin that transforms Artful into an adventurous traveler, carrying a large backpack and wooden walking stick. His design captures the spirit of exploration. Dusty boots, worn clothes, and maps hanging from his pack. A random variant appears, each themed around different maps and locations, referencing all corners of the Artful universe. Travelful's design celebrates curiosity, creativity, and the joy of endless discovery. Bob is an upcoming skin for Artful, directly referencing Bob Museum demo, created by Saucefy10. The skin was suggested by LubyGrina_PC and serves as a tribute to Saucefy's earlier creations. Simple, strange, and packed with personality. Bob's design is intentionally plain, a nod to minimalist humor and early Roblox game art. Sketchful. Sketchful is an upcoming skin that transforms Artful into a hand-drawn pencil sketch brought to life. His entire form appears as graphite lines on paper, and a faint pencil trail follows his movements. His wall becomes a cardboard display covered in taped sheets of paper, while his copyright ability manifests as flying sketches that carry drawings of themselves. Created by Finchi, Sketchful represents the purest form of creation, art born straight from imagination before the digital polish sets in. Actful. Actful reimagines Artful as a theatrical performer dressed for a Renaissance stage. He wears a feathered Renaissance scribe hat, a flowing red jacket with white sleeves, beige pants, and polished black shoes. His wand is replaced with a small skull, a classic actor's prop. Music box turns into a harp that plays soft medieval melodies. Actful's puppets are randomized, appearing as either a dragon, knight, or princess. Legacy. Legacy is a tribute skin built from the legacy of Saucefy's older games, designed to celebrate the past creations that shaped Artful's world. The skin can randomly appear as a different character either on each kill or at the start of each round. Final mechanic to be chosen upon release. In lore, Ignis from Brick Undeads is the same character as Ignis Battler from the Battle Bricks, differing only in his weapon, a fire sword instead of a staff. Legacy is nostalgia made playable, a living timeline of Saucefy's creative history. Directful. Directful turns Artful into a film director immersed in his own cinematic universe. He wears a beige checkered cap, sunglasses, a scarf, and a film strip patterned mask. A knitted vest and white undershirt complete his look, paired with black pants and a brown belt adorned with a fake head and loudspeaker. His walls now recreate iconic movie scenes from his films, Harkin as an alien confronting a civilian, Pursuer reimagined as a city-destroying kaiju, Kildroid acting as a protective dinosaur parent, Artful himself performing as a magician. The music box becomes a vintage camera with a tiny Adware model inside, while his puppet appears as a loyal bodyguard or security agent. Directful is the filmmaker version of Artful, creative, eccentric, and forever behind the lens. Vengeful. Vengeful gives Artful a spectral, haunted redesign. His wall manifests as a swarm of pale ghosts blocking the path, and his copyright ability takes the form of an ethereal ghost egg, inspired by the 2012 Roblox Easter egg hunt. Vengeful channels the theme of lost souls and unfinished stories, a tragic echo of creativity that refuses to fade. Corland. Corland transforms Harkin into a pale, human-like version of himself. In his enraged state, his skin burns crimson and half of his head is torn away, revealing a brutal inner form. His usual spear is replaced with a sharpened wooden stake topped with a severed head-like ornament. Corland will feature unique animations currently in development, adding fluid, unsettling movement to his attacks in enraged form. Visually, the skin captures the essence of madness and human corruption. What happens when control over rage slips away? Frostbiten. Created by At That Chronicle, Frostbiten freezes Harkin's design into a chilling form of elemental beauty. Her body becomes translucent and icy, her eye reshaped into a crystalline snowflake. When enraged, Frostbiten's head violently shatters, and her body glows red from within. Dream BBQ Ena. Suggested by Samurai Noob XD, this variant transforms the Ena skin into a recognizable form from the surreal indie game ENA, Dream BBQ. It's a vibrant, dreamlike reimagining that leans into the abstract art style of the game, bridging the chaotic imagination of Die of Death with the bizarre charm of ENA's universe. Brewhead. Brewhead transforms Kildroid into a humanoid mascot for Witch's Brew. If he kills a survivor, the victim's head inflates into a giant, color-shifting bubble, a direct callback to the original Witch's Brew effect. This skin is a playful reference to the classic Roblox game Survive the Brewheads, chaotic, colorful, and weirdly festive. Gachadroid. Created by Chiprit103, Gachadroid is one of the most elaborate Kildroid skins ever made. She replaces Kildroid's body with a gumball machine, her launchers with confetti cannons, and her killbots with Guppy Boy, her eccentric robotic son. Her personality and voice are inspired by Iggy's from Persona 3, though she has no official link. She's Canadian, loves hip-hop from the 90s, and once released a failed rap album titled Gummy Baller. Her intro line was formerly flashing back, keeping promises, before being reworked. According to lore, Gachadroid makes $79,000 a year eliminating civilians, and both she and Echoware secretly work for the same government. Her killbots, Guppy Boys, are Swedish fish fused with radios, capable of splitting consciousness through antenna-linked frequencies. She's quirky, non-canon, and self-aware, a mechanical parody of influencer culture in a robot's body. A dystopian variant based on the Guppy Boy AU may appear in future updates. Symbiotic. Created by Wanwood Blue Steel, Symbiotic turns Kildroid into a living, plant-like Dracobloxer searching for pollen and life essence. Vines and leaves weave through its mechanical frame, and its rockets resemble seed pods that burst into spores upon impact. It's half machine, half nature, a living contradiction that blurs the line between technology and the wild. Mechadroid. Mechadroid transforms Kildroid into a towering robot with a noob pilot visible inside its head. Its rockets are replaced by random noob attack hats, each shot launching a different one, and its deployability spawns a Bagonoob's companion to assist in combat. The design draws directly from the Mechabloxer package, turning nostalgia into artillery. Amadroid. Amadroid is a tongue-in-cheek skin that converts Kildroid into a walking stack of cardboard boxes and shipping packages, a direct parody of the Amazon delivery empire. Its killbot becomes a box strapped with C4, labeled with fragile stickers and glowing logos. Every move looks clumsy yet deliberate, capturing the absurdity of weaponized consumerism. Terminator. Terminator turns Kildroid into a more detailed and enhanced version of its original Mastery skin. The shockwave effect from the original Mastery design is now relocated to the antenna, where it emits powerful pulses of energy. The killbots have also been completely remodeled, featuring a sharper, more advanced design that perfectly complements Terminator's upgraded form. Astroid. Astroid transforms Kildroid into an astronaut. Astrodroid's head becomes a representation of Earth with a face, while the killbot takes the form of the moon with an American flag planted on it. Astroid is non-binary, though her pronouns are still preferred. She's an android created in Japan for NASA to collect lunar materials for research, but she gained consciousness after a malfunction occurred mid-mission. Believing herself to be the planet Earth after seeing her reflection in a mirror, Astroid began attacking civilians she mistook for invading aliens. Disasterdroid. Disasterdroid turns Kildroid into a weaponized version of the weather machine from Natural Disaster Survival. Its rockets are replaced with flaming meteors, and the deploys, killbots, randomly become volcanoes, tornadoes, or storm clouds, each unleashing environmental destruction. When activating its upcoming detonate ability, a special atmospheric effect plays, enveloping the map in catastrophic energy. It's chaos, weathered and rebuilt in steel. Knightdroid. Knightdroid reimagines Kildroid as a medieval warrior. The rocket launchers are replaced with crossbows. The jetpack becomes a potion-fueled propulsion system, and the armor is decorated with royal insignia. This skin features entirely custom animations, including unique idle, walk, run, melee, flight, deploy, and stun sequences, giving it a lifelike cinematic movement style. Knightdroid stands as a guardian of chivalry amid the apocalypse, elegant, noble, and deadly. Nukedroid. Part of the Radioactive series, Mechadroid was announced via Imperfect's Discord server. In lore, it represents the government's desperate attempt to stop the original Kildroid after it went rogue by creating another one. That plan backfired horribly. Mechadroid turned on its creators, seeking only chaos and nuclear annihilation. Its primary target, the original Kildroid itself. Fueled by vengeance and atomic power, it's a weapon built to end weapons, and too dangerous to exist. Collapdroid. Collabdroid is inspired by Roblox Studios' collab orbs, symbolizing teamwork and creation. His killbots take the form of multicolored collab orbs, representing the power of community. Collabdroid embodies the creative side of Killdroid, a nod to collaboration, coding, and the chaotic joy of development itself. Bugdroid, originally envisioned as a skin inspired by internet cults and Beelzebub, Bugdroid has gone through major conceptual changes, especially after the complications tied to spawnism. Despite being just a concept for now, Bugdroid has already earned a mysterious place in the digital mythos, mentioned in both Loveware and Devilware trivia as their adopted child. This eerie creation represents the strange offspring of two corrupted programs.